The world has changed. Dinosaurs are no longer contained. They roam free, reclaiming land, sea, and sky. This is Jurassic World Rebirth. The jungle grew silent. Not even the insects dared to move. Then, a deep rumble shook the earth, each tremor heavier than the last. From the shadows, the power-devour T-Rex emerged, its massive frame towering, its eyes glowing with a predatory light. The beast tilted its head, a low growl rattling from its chest. A single press of its tongue unleashed a roar that split the night, echoing through the valley. Birds scattered into the sky, branches snapped under the weight of its stomp. But the roar was only the beginning. The moment its tongue was held down, the jungle erupted in chaos. Continuous chomps, snapping jaws, and blinding light effects filled the darkness as the predator went into frenzy mode. Its teeth clashed with terrifying rhythm, devouring everything in its path. It lunged at a fallen tree, splintering it with a single bite. Then it whipped its massive tail, sending debris flying as though a storm had swept through. Each step crushed rocks and branches underfoot, shaking the ground like thunder. The T-Rex pivoted, jaws flashing in the pale moonlight, hunting for its next victim. With every movement of its tail, the head thrashed side to side, an unpredictable storm of muscle, teeth, and power. The glowing eyes locked on the mutated dino captured by the RC truck from earlier. The T-Rex lunged, its jaws snapped inches away, lights blazing, roars deafening. The mutated dino from the capture tries to fight back with all its might, but it's no use for the all-powerful T-Rex. In a final display of dominance, the colossal predator lifted its head high, unleashing one last roar. The box slid open, revealing the Jurassic World Dino Catcher RC truck. Its hazard-striped frame gleamed under the light, as if freshly deployed from the labs of Jurassic World Rebirth. Its cage doors glinted under the dim light, the capture claw folded tight, like a predator waiting to strike. Mud-streaked paint and hazard stripes made it look less like a toy and more like equipment smuggled straight out of Jurassic World. For a moment, it was only a machine, an empty shell. But its claws are ready to deploy, waiting for the right moment to snap and capture the beast. All set and ready. Corner of the room, there is the dino. The truck lunged. Snap! The claw snapped shut, clamping around the raptor. The beast twisted and fought, but the mechanical arm lifted it high into the air, then swung back to lock it inside the steel cage. The bars slammed closed with a sharp, metallic snap. Lights flashed and the truck's speaker growled, "Containment secured." For a moment, the jungle was quiet again. The first capture was complete, but in Jurassic World Rebirth, silence never lasts. Something even more dangerous was waiting just beyond the shadows. The truck surged forward, tires kicking up dirt. A bigger dinosaur darted across its path, but the heavy wheels rolled right over it, rattling the figure beneath with a crunch of plastic. A shadow loomed over the river, massive and jagged, teeth glinting even through the stormy night. The Distortus Rex rose from the churning waters, muscles rippling, eyes burning with fury. The Distortus Rex has strange little arms inside. The dinosaur's skin was rough and ragged, like cracked stone under the sun. Its grin was a row of lethal daggers, each tooth honed to perfection for hunting and destruction. Massive and menacing, sculpted with jagged, uneven scales that feel rough to the touch. The raft bobbed against the waves, its armored frame built for survival in hostile waters. At the front, a mounted blaster locked into place, capable of firing off 2 different projectiles with a sharp click. Ruben Delgado stood firm, the figure detailed with rugged survival gear. In his hands, he gripped a sturdy walking staff, not just a prop, but a symbol of leadership and resilience. The staff looked weathered, carved with grooves that suggested it had seen many battles before this one. Posed on the raft's deck, Ruben looked ready, his staff doubling as a weapon and a guide, steady against the chaos of the raging island. Isabella Delgado's figure was smaller, fragile beside the towering beasts. A tiny backpack clung to her shoulders, packed with supplies for survival, but it wouldn't save her from the danger closing in. Dolores the Aquilops stood small but sturdy, her textured frill and curved horns giving her a fierce, protective look. The Distortus Rex lunged at the raft, its claws tearing through the water as Ruben, Isabella, and Dolores clung on. The raft's blaster fired desperately, but the massive beast barely flinched. With one savage swing, the Rex flipped the raft, sending everyone crashing into the waves. Isabella screamed, Dolores thrashed in panic, and Ruben tried to fight back with his staff, but the monster's shadow fell over him. Jaws gaped wide, teeth like jagged knives, and in a brutal snap, Ruben was gone. The water boiled red as the raft's remains drifted, helpless against the unstoppable predator. A second Distortus Rex rose, its jagged silhouette towering above the raft's wreckage. It wasn't here to share. It wanted Ruben for itself. The two titans roared, lunging at each other in a brutal clash of teeth and claws. The first Rex tried to hold its ground, but the newcomer was stronger, slamming it back with a crushing bite to the neck. Victorious, the second Distortus turned its glowing eyes toward Ruben. With a single savage lunge, it snatched him up and swallowed him whole. The wild roar Spiclypeus emerges, its armored frill jagged with spikes and plates that shimmer under the light. With a flick of its tail, the figure unleashes a savage headbutt attack, complete with a thunderous roar that shakes the air. Its posable joints let it twist and thrash, changing direction mid-charge. In the chaos, two other Rexes clash violently just ahead, their roars echoing as Spiclypeus lowers its head, ready to join the primal battle. Hands carefully grip the first egg, its smooth shell glinting under the light. Slowly, the wrapper peels away, revealing the sleek, mysterious surface beneath. Fingers trace the contours, feeling the weight and texture of what's inside. A small crack appears, widening with a satisfying snap, and the top pops open. Inside, the amber gel glistens, almost glowing, hinting at the prehistoric surprises hidden within. Tiny sounds of shifting sand and plastic echo as the first dinosaur figure begins to emerge. Peeling back the next layer, a set of colorful dinosaur cards slides into view. Each card is packed with sharp teeth, spiky tails, and roaring poses, showcasing the fiercest dinos from the Jurassic World Rebirth collection. Flipping through them, each one tells a tiny story. A predator here, a sneaky hunter there, a wild chase, frozen in print. Tucked alongside the cards is a sticker sheet, bursting with dinosaurs in action, stomping feet, swinging tails, and glinting eyes. Peeling back the next layer, the slime spills out. Thick, glossy, and impossibly stretchy. It clings to fingers, stretching in long, elastic strands, wobbling and sliding with every movement. The texture is satisfyingly gooey, almost alive, and perfect for hands-on dino play. Pressing it, pulling it, letting it ooze between the fingers, the slime reacts instantly, stretching without breaking and bouncing back when released. Tiny air bubbles shift and pop inside, adding a mesmerizing, tactile thrill. It's messy in the best way, prehistoric, playful, and begging to be molded around dinosaurs or scooped up for epic adventures. Peeling back the container, the amber gel glows with a translucent golden shimmer. It's thick and slightly sticky, perfect for wrapping around the dinosaurs or creating a prehistoric scene. Pressing it, swirling it, the gel holds its shape, catching the light and making each tiny dino look like it's trapped in a fossilized moment. Pouring the fine sand onto the play surface, it cascades like a miniature desert, soft and moldable between fingers. The grains shift and flow as the dinosaurs stomp through it, leaving tiny footprints behind. pressing a claw or tail into it makes realistic impressions, and little hills and tunnels can be built to create epic chase scenes. The sand adds a whole new level of tactile fun, perfect for digging, burying, or staging an intense dinosaur showdown. The slime, gel, and sand sit side by side, each with its own texture and color, waiting to become something epic. Fingers reach in, dragging the sticky, gooey slime across the grains of sand, swirling the translucent amber gel through it all. Placing the small dino into the pile, it sinks halfway into the gooey mess. The slime stretches around its legs, the amber gel clings to its tail, and the sand sticks to its back, creating a wild, prehistoric mashup. Fingers dive in, swirling the mixture, and the tiny dinosaur becomes coated in a slimy, gooey, sticky landscape. Every motion squishes, squelches, and stretches, and it's impossible not to marvel at how the textures combine. Slime sliding, gel clinging, and sand sprinkling everywhere. The dino is now in the thick of its own mini Jurassic World adventure, charging through the chaotic terrain, stomping and roaring as though alive. The combined mess becomes a battlefield, with each scoop, poke, and swirl making the scene more dramatic. Finally, the little figure climbs out, covered but victorious, and the makeshift world stands complete. A sticky, glittering, sandy, gooey kingdom of dinosaurs.